Okay, let me just set up the screen so it's got to make it a bit smaller. There we go. Okay, right. Tim.
And we're on.
And we're on.
All good.
So I'm not sure if you got the questions in front of you or if you want to just chat. I don't know. Some people, everyone did different things. I don't know. And we're supposed to do a call to action, but in all of the things we didn't really get to that because I mean I don't know who's going to see it. I think you got to have a call to action button. I don't know. But I suppose maybe at the end of our talk we better have a call to action. You know, come and join OLSP.
Get in while you can. Stop messing about. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So, would you like me to ask you some questions?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever's
pick a topic, any topic. Let's do the getting started one. Here we go. All right, Joseph. So, what skills? I should be looking over there, should I? What skills did you have to learn that you never expected? That's a good one.
Well, it's actually from the beginning, it's a ton of stuff because, I mean, before you do affiliate marketing, you don't know anything about anything. You don't know about email marketing, sending emails, building a list, making graphics, making there's so much stuff. It's like an endless list. You know, it's like a huge steep learning curve. I don't know how it was with you, but you know, I never did all of that stuff. You know, and you're starting. You know, you're listening to these guys teaching you. Like I had all these other guys that were teaching me, but they weren't Wayne, so they weren't. I don't know about straightforward and honest and reliable people, you know, because they just wanted you to buy their stuff, and then afterwards they didn't really care about you, so they left you hanging. You know, and I mean, I can go on talking for hours about just this one subject, you know, because also now with Wayne, you know, even all those teachings, I was going in this direction, and then coming with Wayne, I had to like almost do a 180-degree turn and come and go the opposite direction.
That's good.
Meaning like before, you know, when all the previous teachers were telling you got to send out your million emails and get everyone to buy, and you got to just push yourself and sell, you know, and Wayne teaches the exact opposite. It's not, you're not trying to sell to people. You got that word, I don't know, I mean, you must probably know it, helponomics. It's only
that's what I'm all about.
It's only connected with OLSP. Even if you do a Google search for helponomics, it actually says it's connected with the OLSP teachings. And yeah, so it's to get out there and help people, you know. It's like even with Facebook, you know, when you go, if you put links on Facebook and you try and spam people and sell, they boot you off very quickly. But if you do it like with Wayne's way, with helping people and sharing stuff and guiding and teaching, you know, and then let them come to you to ask for more information or more details about what you're talking about or what you're sharing, you know. Anyway, I better stop there because I can actually...
No, you're good.
I can carry on for ages.
Oh, that's all right. That's what it's all about, Joseph. Come on, it's all good. Yeah, we'll see. I might answer it too. How's that going to go?
Yeah, I'm just about to say, maybe we can do a vice versa and you answer the same question.
I'll answer the same question. All right. So, yes, well, I started this caper back in about 2001. So I've been around the trucks a little bit, but the thing that's attracted me to OLSP, because you could realise that I've been around the paddock a few times in the affiliate marketing arena. So he kind of sat easy with me because I've been looking for something that I could get someone else into and they wouldn't have to struggle as much as what people find in all these other courses. Because one of the big things I've found over the years is someone can tell you do this, and this, but they don't tell you how. And a lot of times you would get to a point and you would get stuck. You go, oh, I've got to do this. How do I do it? No one's told me. And it could be the most, well, I'm not going to say trivial because it depends on if you already know it. It might sound trivial at the time, but just a few words of encouragement, just a real simple explanation can get people off that and just keep them going. And that's what I've been doing online for a long time, because I was teaching programming and website design and all sorts of stuff over the years.
Wow.
So I've been in a lot of forums and stuff, being very active. I've sort of dropped off a lot now. So that's what I was doing a lot, but I wasn't really getting paid for it, of course, because it's mainly that kind of person isn't really into paying you money. So just the last year or two, I've come back into the affiliate marketing side of it, because I used to work a lot in the background, actually programming for others. Yeah, because I want to, get out of the job I'm in now, and I just want to go full time with doing what I set out to in the early days, was to sit here and actually just help people, because a lot of people just don't know what we may consider basic, and it just takes a few minutes, like I said, to teach someone something, and bang, they're off and running. And I've had that happen quite a few times in the past, and it's something that that's what makes me run. That's my thing. So if I ever see anyone online with a problem or an issue, I'll even hunt them down, get onto them and talk to them and just see if I can assist them.
Finding your ideal target market.
But with the actually asking for the money part, that's where I struggle. So that's why, again, OLSP is a good fit, because it hasn't got a high entry level.
And
it's got a lot of potential. And because a lot of people are hesitant, joining a lot of these things just at the price point. But, I had actually joined OLSP a little while ago and just sat on it until I actually got to talking to someone on Facebook, because I was promoting this other program I won't discuss. And I came across someone, we had a bit of a chat, and I went, I better go have a look. So I went back, and that's where we're at. I'm here. So that doesn't really answer the question. So the skills, well, I was expecting to learn lots of stuff, because I'm an engineer. So when I first started doing websites with, I forgot the name of the front page, the Microsoft product front page, which I didn't like, because as a programmer engineer, you look at their code, you went, ugh. So I actually taught myself HTML, CSS with JavaScript. I was doing PHP, database design, the whole shit. I should say shit show. The whole caboodle.
Was WordPress around those days?
It was coming out, yeah. And I'm still not a big fan of WordPress, but it does the job.
I use it for all my sites. I must have about 20 sites already.
It's very, I won't go into that. That's a discussion for another day. But so I taught myself graphics. So I'm sort of a jack of all trades.
Wow.
But having said that, in my older years, Joseph, it's starting to become a bit of a struggle for myself, which is a bit scary. So
yeah, me too.
I'm just keeping pushing. I don't know why, because I used to, jump into this stuff and go crazy, but it's getting a little bit harder for some reason. But we'll work it out. We're here. We're having this chat, and that's excellent. Love it.
Growing in age is a steep uphill. Once you start climbing higher and higher, it gets harder and harder.
I think we might, yeah, because I used to be able to jump on here. I used to be able to take anyone's problem in the script issue, website, whatever, and have it all done and dusted in 4 hours. And now I sort of lost that ability. But anyway. We'll get there.
You'll have to teach AI to do it for you.
Well, that's actually, with AI, it's sort of a good thing and a bad thing. It's been helping me a lot lately, because I've been actually doing some jobs for where I work and whipping up some applications to use there, which has been real good. And me and ChatGPT talk a lot about things, but I have too many ideas, Joseph. My biggest problem, if that's going to be a question, is keeping focused. But that's the beauty of doing this. And with Wayne, he's very good at getting you driven and excited, as he says, and just do what you got to do. And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Or am I just
Yeah,
rambling?
tons.
I like to
very
ramble.
similar to you. I'm very not focused. I'm so easily distracted. It's actually scary. Yeah.
But I'm getting around that. So here's a tip for you, Joseph. If you get any strange thoughts off the side, just write them down. Because I think one of the biggest fears you have if you've got a mind like that is you're going to forget them. So just write them down and then forget them, because you can come back to them later. So the thing is just to concentrate on what you're meant to be doing. And I mean, I can sit here and go off on 1,000 tangents.
Yeah, same like me.
That's, yeah.
The problem is I don't know if you know, like Google Docs.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got hundreds of pages where I've wrote notes, but the problem is there's so many. When you need to find what you need to find, it's almost impossible to find it in the end. So
there's a few tricks I've been looking into in regards to that little issue. Just a quick tip is just to have a master document. So when you create any new documents, just put it in your master document what it is, what you did, and the link to it, and then you can use that to then just quickly scan through and see what you've been up to. Does that make sense? So you just like have a document that contains all your links to all your other documents that you create, and that way you can use it to
a good idea, actually.
Quickly shoot around and go, oh, that's a good way to find stuff too later on.
One of the things I find problematic with Google Docs is that it doesn't let you search within the documents for words and things like that. I don't know if you have to add an add-on or something. But anyway,
that's a good. So you're asking me questions I want to answer.
No, we'll do another talk. We can do a talk privately when we're not on our interview. I don't want you to get into trouble with Wayne.
He's spoken to me before. He knows I'll carry on a bit. Anyway, I just made a note of that. Let's do the next one. Where did my page go? Come back. Here we go. Next question.
Went to sleep on us.
All right, here you go. How did you deal with friends and family who didn't support your business journey?
Very simply, I never talk to them about it. I don't.
Same here. They all know I'm into it, and they just sort of go, "Oh yeah, Tim's off on his little thing. Let him go."
Yeah,
that's the response I get from folks.
My family. I live in Israel now, and my family's in South Africa, so I don't really have that much to do with them. We still communicate via WhatsApp and things like that every now and again. But and then also being in Israel, none of my sites and none of my stuff is in the local language, so I don't even deal with anything local at all. I don't to do the marketing and OLSP and all that stuff is hard enough without having to do it in a foreign language. And having to try and talk to people in a foreign language is like, that's a no-go for me at all. I'm not even interested at all.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Stick to English, eh?
Why does this keep going all over the place? All right, well, that's the next question.
Another solve.
I think, yes. We're coming up with all these problems to solve.
Yeah.
All right. How did you stay motivated during the slow growth phase?
I suppose out of necessity, I suppose. I mean, look, I haven't been working now for like 9 months, and because of my illness, I pretty much lost my job. So I'm kind of forced to find supplemental income. I mean, the government kind of looks after me here, but I don't know how long that lasts. So, I mean,
it's always good not to have to depend on those sort of things. So
it's trying to become independent, you know. So it's just it's funny. Actually, I forgot the question now. Actually,
how did you stay motivated during the slow growth phase?
Okay. Yeah,
might still be in the slow growth phase.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever been a slow growth.
It's always something going on.
Yeah, it's always something going on, but it's just it's keeping motivated, persevering, pushing through. That's why I like this group so much, and it's a nice long period of time, 30 days, and according to Wayne, it's going to be maybe even double that, maybe even 60 days. I don't know.
If we know Wayne, it will be.
Yeah, but that's
You can't stop.
nice,
I don't understand that.
Even talking to people like you in the group and hearing new ideas and getting input, and it's being open to input, I suppose, and to learning new things. And that's even what I was saying, like in the very beginning, that I've had to change direction. It's so true, and you carry on in this new direction, learning and trying to put into focus and into action with what Wayne's teaching.
It's good to see actual success and progress. But even then, I mean, I'm just naturally motivated for some reason. I just got to be doing this. I can't. Sometimes I have to go sit and watch movies with the wife now and then, and sometimes I'll just have a timeout. But usually, I actually really enjoy doing this. Some people like hitting their heads against brick walls too, they might say, but I'm persistent. That's one of my qualities, or the other thing. Anyway,
I think it's complimentary to be persistent. Stubborn is another story.
Stubborn, yes, we like that word.
I can definitely be stubborn, but I'm also persistent.
Excellent. All right, how long did it take you before you saw your first real results? With emphasis on the real.
Well, actually, right in the beginning, I actually didn't do too bad. I was busy with some of the teachings. It wasn't with OLSP at that stage. I don't know if you heard of ClickBank.
Yep, definitely have.
ClickBank is terrible because, at the beginning I was earning, and then as soon as you start not earning or kind of being less important to them, they actually threw me out.
I did?
Yeah. They closed my account and said, "You don't earning enough for us. Bugger off," kind of thing. So, and I'm not the only person. I've actually spoken to people in these chats that the exact same thing has happened. I don't know. At least with Wayne, you don't have to worry about that. I don't think they're going to kick us out, especially if you're higher up in the groups, like Team Builder or VIP or Elite, unless you do something really bad. But
we'll try not to do that.
Yeah.
I think the only bad thing is not doing anything.
It's a very good point, actually.
Yeah, as long as we're doing something, we should be good. I might give that an answer. So I've had hits and misses over the years, so nothing consistent, but that's changed now. I'm having a bit of a slack time at the moment, but it was a good little period there for a bit. So, and that's mainly my fault more than anything. So I take that on board, and I'm going to do something about it. That's why I'm here. So,
what have you been using mainly to Facebook or Instagram, TikTok? What have you been using to advertise?
Mainly Facebook, but I sort of slacked off on the last few days on that. Yeah, mainly Facebook. I've got a few old YouTube videos from way back, but I'm not using them. That's not really done much. So yeah, mainly Facebook. Sure. It's good because I just get on there and crap on like I do. But yeah, it doesn't always get a lot of interaction at this stage, so I don't think I'm still in the get the right. I still got to get more people in. I don't know why, but I just need to start adding more friends and find more groups. I've been in a few, but I've got to build on that. That's my responsibility. So I take that as something that I've got to be doing, and I've got to just do more of it. So, but I have a bit of a problem with it for some reason, but I'm going to get there. I'm determined. Because here's the thing, Joseph. We're told everything that we're told what to do does work. And a lot of people will struggle. It's primarily just because they don't do what they're being told. So, yes.
It just goes
Which leads into the next question.
Wait, I have to add something.
Okay, sorry.
About that. Even with as going in the opposite direction, even with Facebook, I never went to Facebook. I actually hate them. I call them Facebook. They're absolutely a big monster. They're pretty much a bully.
I'm only using Facebook because of Wayne.
Exactly the same thing. That's why I've also gone the complete 180 degree. That I'm starting to use Facebook now, and but even though it's like learning how to share every day and to post every day, it's also not something I'm used to doing. So I've got to push myself to do it actually. So it's
you just got to make it fun and. Just become routine after a while, so you should be good.
I think I've got to find a place where I can find some nice graphics or pictures to share with people on Facebook, because a lot of people use these brilliant graphics that just grab their attention and has like a nice saying or headline. And
that's where AI comes in. Have you been using it at all for generating your images for your posts?
Not images, because images you have to get the paid version. So I use the free version. So it's a bit problematic with they only let you do a few images and then it stops.
Yeah, I think for the day, I think ChatGPT has a limit, but you really have to hammer it hard to use your daily quota. You can do that for free. I've got a paid version on ChatGPT, but what I do, because I've been using it so long, I call my ChatGPT Alex. I'll just sleep on there and go, Alex, I got this idea for a Facebook post, and I'll just spit out something and we'll work with it. You'll come up with something, and then I'll ask for an image, and you'll come up with something, and that's primarily my workflow with that. So even with the free version of ChatGPT, Joseph, you should have a shot. So you just go, "Oi,
yeah,
I got this idea in my head."
I do use ChatGPT a lot. But more with the talking and ideas and that. I've actually been learning to build API system that has its own, I don't even know how to call it sometimes, but to learn how to build pages with Python, and you almost probably know this kind of stuff, being an engineer. So
yes, it's very good at it too.
Yeah.
Gets a few things wrong, but it's just a part of the process.
And it's so fast, you give it one idea and it just blurts out hundreds of lines.
Sometimes it's too many ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one? Actually, if you get to that, you just ask it. The thing with these AIs is, well, I can't really speak for ChatGPT because it's the one I've used the most. And I'm on the paid version, so I'm on the $20 a month version. But it does get to know you, which might scare people, but it remembers a lot about you, and it actually comes in quite handy. So it gets to learn the way you speak and the way you carry on. It remembers all my crazy ideas, and you sort of build up a portfolio in it, and it gets to know you. So with your Facebook posts, have you been using ChatGPT to create your images? Because you can ask it. It will do them.
I think I will start.
Now, I'm only speaking because I don't know I think it still does it in the free version, but I think there's a daily limit on how much you can use it. But you should get a few Facebook posts out of it doing that, even if you just do one a day or something, or 2 or 3 a day.
No, I'll definitely check into that. Now you can do 2 or 3, I think.
And it does pretty good job on the images.
Yeah, definitely one of the better AIs. I don't know, Gemini is also quite good, and
Grok's good. There's quite a few. Been looking at a few of them. I've got some mates who are heavy into the AI scene.
Sure.
And see, that gets distracting too.
Yeah.
Which I won't mention here because Wayne will come and beat me up.
You better ask me another question. us two are very similar, so we can easily go off on a tangent, Jan, on a completely wrong path. Yeah.
Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone.
Better edit out these parts.
Nah, it's all good. All right. Oh, you got another question? How long are we going for? That's all good. I got.
25
How you going for
minutes.
time?
We can do another 5 minutes or something.
All right. How did you handle making mistakes in the early days?
That's a strange question.
I love mistakes.
Yeah, I suppose you. The funny thing is, I don't even know if I was making mistakes. Because, as I said, you don't really have anyone that's like looking over your shoulder, watching you, teaching you, guiding you, So you're doing these things and you might think you're doing brilliant, You're earning some money, so you're doing well, and you don't. I didn't know that I was making mistakes. I think that's the biggest problem, with so many markets out there and so many gurus, as they call them these days, trying to market themselves, that they, that's why it's good
Actually,
to it'll be nice to people to just start with OLSP and to stick with them, and you try and catch
correct.
them when it's early, so that they don't learn the bad ways and the wrong ways.
Correct. And this is my big thing. Get someone into OLSP new, because it's very hard to come in to OLSP a bit when you've got all this shit, all your past hanging over your head, because you've gotten a lot of bad habits over the years.
That just brings to a point to tell ChatGPT to make an image about about starting your affiliate journey the correct
do it now,
way.
Joseph. Off you go. Do it right now.
Not while we're busy talking. Yeah.
That's right. Do it on the
as soon
side.
as we finished, But here it's already 2:45 in the morning. Yeah, I don't know what time it is your place.
Oh, shivers. It's 15 minutes to midday, Monday.
No, yeah, it's
11:45 a.m. or 11:46 now.
It's 2:46 a.m. Yeah. But I'm up. As I said, I'm home all day, so I don't really do much. So most of the time I sleep during the day, and then I'm up all night.
A bit of a night owl like I used to be. It's getting a bit harder now because I've still got a day job, which is a killer. I used to be able to work until 3 in the morning and then go to work all day. But that was a few years ago.
Did I answer that last question sufficiently?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've answered ones we haven't even asked yet.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to have a turn at that same one.
Oh, I've got rid of it now. Hang on. I've moved on to the next one.
Okay, no, so
that's a good get out, isn't it? What's the best investment you made in yourself when starting out? That's a bit of a question, isn't it?
Well, I think it has to be connected with OLSP. I mean, to start to becoming a team builder and all that kind of stuff, because it was not a cheap investment, but I think it's a very worthwhile investment. It's
compared to other ones.
Oh yeah,
it's a bargain. I can tell you right now that that's another big thing that's attracted me to OLSP is for what you get for your money, because you don't get that with a lot of the others. Although there are a few out there who are doing that sort of thing now, but Wayne's done a very good job in what he offers. So you've actually got stuff, because a lot of these other programs, they go, right, you got to join this, you got to join that, you got to join this, you got to join that. And all they're teaching you is just words and videos, whereas at least with OLSP, you've got a system behind you can use straight off the bat, which is the other thing.
It's almost too big for me. Mega builder and team builder. Well, Mega is part of it, but it's a huge site. It's like there's so much stuff with the CRM and the wow.
Yep.
It's like I've gotten lost there,
Well, I've got to stop looking in there. I just got to do. Here's the thing: you just got to do what you need to do to get going, and then you got the time to then concentrate on these other things. That's what I keep telling myself, Joseph, because I got a knack of, oh, this looks interesting. I'll go have a look at this for however long.
Yeah.
So yes, got to focus on the things that put you in a state where you can then run off and do these other things, which I'm not at yet. So my whole motive now is have enough coming in doing this sort of thing, and then I can concentrate on all these other projects, because going to work all day, and where I work, your IQ has to drop considerably to coincide with everybody else's. And then you come home, it's very hard to come back up again. It's very exhausting. So that's just a little commentary on my current situation. So, I mean, I love, all over the years, get on calls with people. I used to have a mate, we used to get on Skype every day, and he'd just watch me programming or whatever. We'd just be talking like he was in the same room, and we'd get shit tons done.
Wow.
But he's not on so much now. So I actually operate better when I'm talking to someone than just sitting here on my own, even if they're just there.
Well, you're definitely one of the most interesting people that I've talked to. So we can always chat again without the whole interview system.
Yeah, I'd love that. No, that would be good. We just sit here and chinwag to each other.
Connect with similar-minded people, actually.
We're both crazy. Yes, but we're all going to see great success too, Joseph. That's the whole outcome of all this. It's going to be great. Oh, no, I'm really up for that. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. That's good stuff.
You're very welcome. I'm just hoping that, like, in the future, once we get the whole system going with the ball rolling, that you can actually kind of go more into the background and let the earnings carry on by themselves, with the commissions and, with a lot of people joining behind you, that you're earning every month from what other people are doing. I'm hoping that is, because, to carry on every day posting and pushing and doing this kind of stuff. But I'm not sure how it's going to work in the end.
There's a lot of things I want to do that's going to help with that, but I can't be doing them now. But they're in the pipeline. Like I said, all these great ideas and that I've got, I just got to write them down, put them to the side, concentrate what I need to do now to get to the point where I can then start working on them. That's what I tell myself anyway.
Yeah, wow.
I should have that written down somewhere. Tim, do what you got to do today.
I was imagining you having all these like sticky notes on your desktop, on your, with all the different.
After this call, Joseph, I might show you what my a few of the things that I've got here, and it's going to scare you to death. Because I've got notes and folders and stuff coming out of my everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Because one of the things, going back to the point that anyone who joins any course, we won't mention anyone, but just in general, the point where, because everyone knows different things, and the people who run these courses are at a certain level up here, or they pretend to be. Sometimes they don't know what they're talking about, because a lot of times they have other people doing all the technical stuff, if you want to call it that. So when they're giving you the lecture or the course, there's all those things missing. So my big thing way back was to come along and provide the missing pieces for these people, which I sadly never got to do. But that's where I would just, if I see anyone, and just to warn everyone who's watching this, if you're in the group, if I see anyone that has a problem, I will say hello and offer help if I can, because that's just how I roll. I can't help myself. So for many years, I was on programming forums on Stack Overflow, and I just sit there looking up people's problems, and I just sit there and solve them like Sudoku puzzles.
I wish I'd found you earlier.
Well, we've found each other now, Joseph. It's all good. Maybe that was... I just need to do all that.
I wanted to add quickly about what you were saying. I think purposely these guys that teach that way that you're talking about, that I have those missing pieces, do it on purpose.
Well, no, I don't think they do. Some might, but I think the majority, it's just, if you go to teach someone something, it's very hard to put in all of the, to put in every single detail into something, because if it could become a very, very long video or videos.
And a lot of the
So
time
there's-
they do that so that you'd buy another part of their courses or another section of their system. You know, they keep you in
but
the dark.
sometimes it's just done unknowingly. They just don't realize that. And
I
and
don't
when I
think so. Very little I found that they.
I think it's just more of a, because I could teach you something and then you're going to look at it and go, okay, but how did I get from there to there? Because I've left that bit out. But I didn't know that you didn't know that until you told me. So that's the other good thing about being live or on a call or something. At least you got that interaction. Whereas a course is very just one-sided, a video. But when you've actually talking to someone, this is how I like to work. I'll tell you a story, right? I used to do a lot of work with these website exchange people because through my socialization at the time, way back, I got to know a few of them. And I was actually fixing and working on their websites for them, their PHP program and stuff, because the script had issues. I won't go into all that story, but I would, if they wanted my help, I would have them on Skype. They had to sit there with me while I'm talking to them as I downloaded their website, installed it locally, went through it all, worked out what it was, documented the whole thing, found the solution, uploaded it to their site, made sure it worked. They had to sit there and I had to talk to them. Even if they didn't know what I was talking about, but they would. And that's how I like to work.
Wow.
Which is really weird. But yeah, just if I'm sitting here by myself, I get lost. So you could be hearing a lot more from me, Joseph.
Yeah, very happy to.
Just have you on the side and we can just go, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
I find that works really well. It's very hard to find people you can do that with.
Let's kind of end this here, just the actual interview. We don't have to stop ourselves, but we'll just end the interview and then we can get on talking if you want. You know, just
beautiful.
It doesn't go too long as well.
I would put everyone to sleep.
You know, and our call to action is for people to join OLSP as soon as possible because it's the best possible courses and teachings for the beginners.
And never be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
They'll be my CTA.
Cool. Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. It's been great.
All right, so I'm going to stop recording now and then we can carry on talking.